In this tutorial, we're going to go over LeetCode 70, climbing stairs. Now, what this question is saying you are climbing a staircase. It takes n steps to reach the top. Each time you can either climb 1 or 2 steps. How many distinct ways can you climb to the top? Now, we could see here if we're given 2, the output would be 2, as there are 2 ways to climb to the top. You could either take 1 step and 1 step, or you could do 2 steps. Now, for 3, there are 3 ways to climb to the top. 1 step, 1 step, 1 step, 1 step, 2 step, and 2 step, 1 step. Now, the way we can solve this question is using the Fibonacci sequence. We can come over our coding section, and the first thing we can do is if n less than or equal to 2, return n. Now, what this is doing is it's setting our base test case of any value 0, 1, or 2 to just return itself back, as that will be the answer. Now, we saw that with this example here, and we could assume the same with 1, as if you take 1 step, there's only one way you could do that, is taking the 1 step. Same thing with the case of 2, as there's 2 ways of doing that, as given in our example. Now, on the chance that it is not less than 2, what we could do is we can set our 2 base variables, a and b, to simply 1 and 2, as we could only take 1 or 2 steps. Now, we can start implementing the Fibonacci portions. We can do for underscore in range, and this underscore is our throwaway variable, so we can almost ignore that. From here, we're going to do 3n plus 1, and we can do a colon. We're then going to do, once again, the Fibonacci portion. So a comma b equals b comma a plus b. Now, I've done 2 previous videos on this exact same function, so I'm not going to go too in-depth here, but I will put on screen something to help you walk through or understand it more in depth. And then after this, we'll do return b. One more time, I'll go through it. If n less than or equal to 2, we already know it's going to either return n, which would be, say, 1 would be 1, 2 would be 2. So that's just a base case to get rid of that answer. Now, we set a and b as our base variables 1 and 2 for the steps. We then use this for I in range, and we use 3 as 3 comes after 2, so it's testing all variables from 3 on. This n here is to generate the final number, so it'll maximize our range function. For example, say we wanted 100. This would generate a range 3 to 100 plus 1, so 101, 3 to 100. Now here we'll do the Fibonacci portion, and we'll have it return b, which would be the final number after it goes through the recursive portion. Now we can run this to test, and you can see it's accepted. We can submit, and you can see this answer is actually pretty solid, as it beats 100% in terms of runtime and 81% in terms of memory. Now that's you can do LeetCode 70, climbing stairs. Feel free to leave any questions or comments you have down below, or comment any other LeetCode problems you'd like to see me solve. That'll be all, and I hope that helps.